The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
Hi, I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker of Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm here with my husband, co-host, fellow realtor, Pat Devaney.
Good morning, Jackie Ruddy. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
All right. We have with us, and she's been here before, Lori Ligorio, owner of Caring Transitions. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here with us. We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m., where we discuss real estate. We have an exceptional full-time real estate office with many relentless realtors who've been listing, selling, and appraising real estate for 50-plus years.
During the week, feel free to email us with any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com, or you can give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab. We have a webcam on the roof. It's been updated, and you can see what's going on at the corners. And we get hits from all over the world on that camera.
View our listings, search the MLS listings, and listen to archive radio shows by going to mobile-friendly jruddy.com. That's jruddy.com. And we're all over social media, so check us out. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Okay, Lori Ligorio, owner of Caring Transitions. What is Caring Transitions? Please.
First of all, thank you for having me. I'm excited to share this. So Caring Transitions is actually a nationwide business. We are a nationwide franchise. And Caring Transitions is a senior downsizing, relocation, and estate liquidation company. Okay, we've got over 200 locations nationwide. Our focus is really providing residential services for consumers who are selling, moving, or downsizing. We've got many different services to help our community for senior living and everything that goes with that package of that process, which is overwhelming.
Okay, so when people are thinking about downsizing, and it could be for anybody in any walk of life, right? So it's not just seniors, but let's start there. So somebody is moving a house into, say, a small apartment, moving an 8-room house into a 3-room house. What do you have to go in and evaluate what they need, and how do you help them?
Typically, it's a family member reaching out, and I love this when somebody's proactively saying, "Look, my current situation, it's time for a change." Okay,
Lori, anybody can transition from a large home to a small home. In fact, I don't consider myself a senior. You might be a senior.
I am a senior.
Okay, but someday I see myself moving from a very large home into maybe a micro home.
Where, in a nice warm place that doesn't snow with palm trees?
I don't know, but I just want small because it's simplifying my life. I want easy, small. So if I were to do that, and we think about seniors mostly, at that stage of their life, they're moving from a large home into a small apartment or assisted living situation. How do you help them?
So our first approach would be to come in and actually offer them what we call a free jump start assessment. Okay. Oftentimes it's so overwhelming, and we just say, let's take this piece by piece. So we start with a free in-home assessment, and what we're doing is we're understanding the client needs. What are their next steps? Do they know where they're going? So if they don't know where they're going, we've got all the resources to help guide them to that next level. At that point, we help them understand what is the challenges that they have to overcome to get to their goal. And the goal is to downsize, right size. I love that you use that word because sometimes it's not necessarily, I got to get out, I have to go into assisted living, or I have to go to nursing home. Sometimes it's just, hey, it's time for a change and I want to downsize. And I have 40, 50 years of stuff. And I need help. So we try to assess our clients' needs at that point and then provide them with a total plan. The one thing I really like about it is it's tailored to that client needs. On all of my assessments in the in-home, I'll go in and say, look, you may have family that can do different pieces of this, and maybe you don't. So the beauty of it is they can tailor the need of the services. I often say, we're not here just to sell your stuff. Our company offers so many options from beginning to end to support the client and their families.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of. Okay, so you go in, you figure out what are these options you're speaking of.
Okay, so a lot of the options that we offer are, move relocation assistance. Move relocation assistance, there's many things that we can do within that. There is sorting and organizing. Okay, you can't take it all. It's overwhelming to find the time. So we set up time with them to go through their homes and identify what they want to take, what they don't want to take, what they want to donate, what they want family to have. So we have the whole organizing and sorting to help them determine what's going with them. That's a major obstacle for many people. They put it off and say, I won't, but the time ticks, right? And as time's ticking, they're not meeting their life objective to right size. And in the meantime, they're paying money for the home or looking for different options. So we'll do the sorting and organizing. Next, we'll do the identifying where is it you're going. So that's the move management piece. Now we know what you're taking. Now we know where you're going, and we help them coordinate those components. And sometimes it's not just local into a place. Because we're carrying transitions and we are nationwide, we offer the coast-to-cost relocation. We may handle it on this end and have our partner in the area you're going to help you on the relocation side. So we'll sort, we'll organize, we'll pack, we'll coordinate your move, whether that's reaching out to a local business partner mover who will help us coordinate that. It may be a freight line coast to coast. It may be other options, pods, many different solutions, okay? After that, we help our client do the move, get them to where they're going. If it's local, we'll help them resettle. So the resettling is we coordinate with the movers. We're there. We're resettling them. All honestly, while the client is out with their family, maybe to lunch, dinner, spending time, we're opening the boxes. We're putting it back. We're making sure that as we do this, that their place or space is reconstructed to what they want, as well as very safe. And when I say safe, it's not cluttered. The last thing you want to do is move somebody into a new space. It's already, especially when you're talking about an aging client, it's already a difficult transition that takes time. You want to make sure that their space is very thought through and is not a danger to them. We get them settled, make the bed, put the pictures up if they need it. And again, a la carte. Maybe your family wants to do that, but we offer that service so you can spend time with your family. Once we do that, client is settled, they're happy, they'll take time to settle in. We go back to the home and get it what we call market ready. Market ready means so many different options because every client is unique. Some of those options may be, we do an estate sale. Okay, an estate sale.
On site?
On site. And we also have what is called our online auction. It's called C as in Charles, T as in Tom, bids.com. So Caring Transitions offers a nationwide platform where we would be selling your stuff via an online auction. We're about to launch the platform early this quarter. So we're super excited to extend this process to our clients. One of the key things of it is that for those who are maybe not wanting someone to come into your home.
There's a lot of that.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
so
because they
much.
see you as the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
We went through this with my aunt. My aunt lived in a huge house in Jersey. She had like 4 bedrooms, 3 beds. There was 2 of them. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, huge house. And my uncle died, and she says, we got to face the facts. So she downsized, and they got rid of a lot of stuff. Exactly what you're saying. They got rid of a lot of stuff. They moved her to a 2-bedroom. That was even too big because she was just by herself. Then eventually she went to assisted living, and she really downsized. So all of the things that you're saying that a lot of us had to do was very difficult.
From other states.
Oh my God. And it's
yes.
difficult and it's and family and emotions, and they don't want to get rid of this and they don't want to get rid of that. I really like that you say that you're making it safe, because people want to be surrounded by their stuff, because now my uncle is gone. She wants to have all of this stuff that was my uncle's, and the house, you remember out in Garden City, it was kind of jammed up, right? There was just too much stuff in too little of a space. It was unsafe, and it ended badly but that's a whole nother story.
I know. I hear it all too often.
Right.
One of the things that we are trained on is from an aging mindset, right? So we've got strategies that can help that client overcome those barriers of removing the attachment to stuff. So our specialty is really broad in helping families. The other thing you said is about the families. I think, Jackie, you just said the families from out of town. That is one of the key reasons I brought this here. My husband and I brought this here because we're called the sandwich generation. And sandwich generation means, right, you've got your life, your family, your children, and your parents, and loved ones, aunts, uncles. And oftentimes, some of the family members are out of state. And one of my favorite things to tell those clients who are seeking our service, and let's say it is the daughter, the son, who are doing it for their parents, I become your project manager. Everything that goes through the whole end-to-end process, I'm your eyes here on the helping you on the safety of your loved one, the safety of the property. If there's issues, we're going to help you deal with it. We're going to leverage all of our business partners that to help you get through from end to end. And that is truly one of my favorite things, is to deliver that solution for someone who's stressed, knowing they can not worry about it and continue living their life and let us handle that stress with the loved one.
Well, I'm also thinking about when somebody has a home after their family member passes away, and there's children, adult children, that, as you mentioned, have lives, busy lives because they have children and they're running this basketball and baseball and all of this stuff, right? All these extracurriculars. Somebody passes away and maybe they're 2 towns over, 2 states away, whatever. And so nobody has time to really devote to emptying the property and then selling it.
My parents passed away, and my sister is actually selling a house right now. She moved in for a year or 2, but there's still everything there from my parents. And the realtor down there just said, you got to get rid of a lot of this stuff. I was talking to her yesterday, and Eileen, if you're listening, I'm giving your story up. But said you got to get rid of this stuff, because now the house doesn't show well because it's full of
clutter.
Stuff. No, it's stuff. It's not clutter. To me, it's just stuff,
It's
okay?
a family
it's
thing.
stuff,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
My house doesn't have junk or clutter. It's just stuff. But she's got to get rid of it. Now do you want to get rid of mom's bicycle? Do you want to get rid of that? That was dad's. It as a family,
It's hard.
it's hard.
very hard.
And I'm 135 miles away. I'm not even part of the equation. Everything has fallen on my sister. And thank you, Eileen, very much.
Well, I'm going to give a plug for Caring Transitions, which is also why I love it. It's because it's nationwide. Go to caringtransitions.com, plug in your zip code. And if there's owners near you or near your loved ones, you'll find them. We're an industry leader and licensed, bonded, insured. We offer you that coast to coast. So have your sister, what is her name?
Eileen.
caringtransitions.com and put in that zip code. You may have someone there to help you.
With us today, Lori Ligorio, owner of Caring Transitions here locally, How does someone get in touch with you, please?
So we have a number that you can call, which is 570-280-2516. You can also get us on caringtransitionsScranton.com. You can find us on Facebook, and please help us grow our Facebook by going there if you're listening. We happy to work with you.
Thank you, Lori. Pat, would you like to review a listing?
Yes, I would. We have a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch-style home at 102 Emily Avenue in Scranton's Trip Park section for $319,000. This wonderful home, it was built in 2004, and it was just completely renovated with hardwood floors, new kitchen with granite countertops. It's got new baths, a new heating system, and a central air. It has a new on-demand water heater, a 2-car garage with Bluetooth-controlled garage doors. The basement has high ceilings and can easily be turned into a rec room. It also has a great large covered rear porch and plenty of off-street parking. That's a like-new 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with a 2-car garage at 102 Emily Avenue in Scranton's Trip Park section for $319,000, and that's listed by Jessica Ruddy of our office.
Thank you. So, Pat, I want to review the Greater Scranton Board of Realtor statistics from 2022 for single-family homes. What happened as it compared to 2021?
Yeah, what happened? That's what I want to know. What happened?
Well, from your perspective,
yes, prices have gone up in 2022 from 2021.
do you think the sales went up in 2022, the number of single-family homes sold in 2022? Did it go up or down?
I would say up.
Down.
Wrong answer.
Yes, the number of sales down 11% year-to-date change.
Wow.
Yes. Now, let me ask you another question. Sold amount, the amount, sold volume, up or down from 2021?
I'll say down, based on my last answer.
You're right.
Oh, see?
See that? Okay, so what did we sell? 2022 closed the year with $574,500,000 in sold.
And our board?
And single family. This is Lackawanna, Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, Wayne, and Wyoming.
Okay.
Not the entire board. Okay, 6 counties. Compared to 2021, where we sold $591 million.
Yeah, but that's not a big difference.
No, but it's what?
A little bit.
16 million.
Yeah.
16, 17 million, right? So that's the difference there. And I was surprised by that because I would have thought it went up.
Right.
Number and amount. Okay, stay with the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. We'll be right back after a very brief break. When considering to sell or buy a home, why choose Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate? Let me tell you why. 70% of home buyers settle for the first agent they meet, and many regret it. 90% of home sellers hire an agent, but was it the right choice? Don't have agent remorse. I'm Jackie Ruddy, and I've been in and around the real estate business for most of my life. And at Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, we've been selling real estate for half a century. But we do not do it halfway. You deserve better than average. Average doesn't help you. We know it's all about you and what you need. Century 21 is the #1 in brand awareness, is the most recognized name in real estate, and is the most respected in the industry. In this market, if you dream big, you need to move fast. So it makes perfect sense to contact Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, 570-344-6724, and visit jruddy.com. That's JRUDDY.com. You're rejoining the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. I am Jackie Ruddy, broker, in with Pat Devaney, my husband, Fell Realtor.
And we're back.
With Lori Ligorio, owner of Caring Transitions. Great discussion with you today, Lori, about how helping people, your company helps people downsize, whatever their situation is in life. So they have a job move. They're relocating across the country. They're relocating within the state. They're relocating 2 states away. They're moving to Florida for the rest of their lives because they retired.
Oh, don't tease me.
Okay. Or, it's somebody in their golden years that's looking to move out of the large 2-story home into something more manageable, one-story living, an apartment, or what have you. So you do all of this. You take this pressure and stress away from them, and you're very helpful because you have a business that hits all the points, not only packing, but the move and removing items.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right.
And they can even sell some of the stuff, right?
You're going to do online auctions soon.
Yes, we are opening up our Caring Transitions online auction. It's called ctbids.com, and you'll find many locations nationwide, but you'll also find the Scranton location.
What's better, an on-site auction where people can actually go in and see the object that they're going to buy, or an online auction?
Honestly, they have very great pieces and components of them, and it does depend on the client's needs. Also, what does the client have? Many different factors go into that. The thing about an in-person estate sale or auction is it does provide for timing and it provides for a solution for the client, but not always will that be the case. So a CT online auction allows us to go in no matter what the weather, no matter what the obstacles are to getting into a home. Maybe somebody doesn't want it. Maybe somebody doesn't, there's no parking. It's a one-way. It's just too difficult. There's dangers in the home. That online auction removes all those obstacles and barriers. And it allows us to maximize the client's, ability to make profit. And the one thing about that service is that profit allows us to leverage the assets that they have in the home to help offset the cost of a downsize. So it's the smartest financial way to go when you're doing that as compared to relying on the family. Travel in. They're spending the money. They're getting hotels. We can provide that service for them that they can do it independently.
I can't tell you how many times that I just had a discussion out at a social event that we were at last month where these two sisters were talking about their mother passing away last year. They had 2 properties to sell, but they feel that they didn't even grieve their mother's passing because they themselves took care of all of this. It's a lot.
It's a mountain. It is a mountain. It's unmanageable. And then you have people like me who are 135 miles away. I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. So we've had several clients, and I can think of one specifically where they were in that exact circumstance. The overwhelming emotion to do what's right for mom, do what's right for your family and your loved one. It leaves you that burden that you should be there. You should be doing this. You should be handling all the stuff of your loved one's personal belongings. That, again, is one of my favorite things to offer those clients, because when we go into a home, as we did for this client I'm thinking of, that we were able to go in there and reassure her that we were going room by room, drawer by drawer, and we were collecting everything that we felt was personal for them that they wanted to go through. Everything. We were boxing, packing it, and then shipping it to them so that they, with their family, in the time that they have, can sit down in their home and go through these memories and go through them. Down to one of my favorite stories, actually possibly one of my favorite clients, because she's a repeat client over and over again. You know who you are. Anyhow, we help them to find a diamond ring. We help them to find a piece of jewelry that was a family heirloom. We're going to see it. We know what it looks like. It's not your everyday. We're going to stop and question. Okay? So that's where the trust comes into letting us do it and removes that barrier of emotion, because you're relying on somebody to go through that, and it takes away that emotion when you can put the emotion according to your time, when you can at home with your loved ones, sorting through those boxes. So that's another piece that helps people to overcome that obstacle of in-home.
Do you have any tips for people who are having a hard time, say, with a family member who is starting to get overwhelmed with all the stuff in the house and it's time to get rid of stuff?
Mm-hmm. Talk to them about how they can leverage their assets for value, right? there are many things. It's a big fear. You're looking at an overwhelming, elephant, or how do I bite this elephant? I will always leave clients on my free in-home consultation and their families with tools to start immediately. One of those tools is I say stop. Go to the dollar store. Get yourself colored tape or colored stickies. Pick 3 colors. What I love, what I like, and what I don't need. And start to categorize your area. And that helps you to sort small and start to bite that, the elephant so that you can move forward.
So if I haven't used something in a year, maybe I should put that.
Yeah.
Is that like?
Exactly. Yep. It helps you to start that mental sorting that starts to bring that overwhelming component away from you.
All right. You're not allowed in my garage. Do you know that?
I don't like
Because I got
garages.
stuff. I got bolts. I'm going to use them one day.
They're worth $1.
I'm going to use them one day. And then the day I get rid of them, I need them a week later.
And when I was reviewing this material for this show, I was thinking I might hire Lori, unbeknownst to you, for those garages.
That's just not right. That's just not right.
Free consultation. Come on.
All right. So your aunt who had these items, she could have used those stickers, those colored stickers,
Right.
because how many years did she pay for storage?
She paid for storage. She moved out of Cranberry in 2003. She passed away last year. 19 years. The stuff was in storage.
And when you're looking at a monthly fee for storage, it's not a lot. But 19 years.
19 years, she could have bought everything over 3 times probably with all the money she spent. Hey, it's $100 a month, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Storage, in many ways is great, right? Interim, long-term, depending on the value or the long-term goal. But in those circumstances, I do see a lot of search situations where they can't let it go. They've experienced paying for 30 years of their parents' stuff, right? And now they're finding themselves in the same circumstance. So I'll lay those financials out for them. And sometimes that's what you need somebody to do who has the time to look at the financial side of it and put it in front of the client saying, okay, we just spent this. Let's leverage and make you money. And you haven't gone back in 30 years. And oftentimes, even going back, they see it and they're like, okay, let's get rid of it now. That's a hard thing to see from my perspective. So,
Yeah, they could revisit it after 6 months or a year, right? So, okay, how about one last point I would like to ask you about is if someone is moving to a smaller environment and they absolutely will not let go of this big chunky piece that is not going to fit, how do you resolve that?
thank you. You actually just brought up one of the other tools we have, and we have a space planning a space planning component. And with that space planning component, it allows us to take their current space and what they want after we do that identifying. And then we use software, measure out their furniture, use a floor planning software to identify and actually physically show them
It's too big.
It's too big. You can't take it.
That car won't fit in that garage.
Exactly. And, sometimes I'll say, okay, you loved this for a long time and it liked you, but it's time to move on. Your new space deserves something that is going to fit and complement you. Not trying to get them to spend more money, but ultimately safety. And we can show them it doesn't fit.
Lori Ligorio, Caring Transitions. How does someone get in touch with you?
So you can call us at 570-280-2516. You can find us at caringtransitionscranton.com, or you can find us on Facebook. And when you go there, like us and follow us for our upcoming sales. Not to mention, we offer educational blogs and educational content. So a lot of great stuff for you to help your families, and we're here to help you.
Remember to tune in next Saturday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 11:30 a.m. to listen to more of Lori Ligorio with Caring Transitions on the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker.